can't quite believe I'm doing this, but I'm currently driving in a general test session at Donington Park in McLaren's first Can-Am championship winning car. It's Bruce McLaren's first championship winning car. It's an M6A from 1967, and it's an absolute monster of a thing. It's the first time I've sat in the car today. Woohoo!
I think the essence of what McLaren is about, and therefore what Bruce McLaren is about. You know, you have him up there with the Enzo Ferraris and the very best of the best. But what he was doing, he was engineering the cars, he was racing them. He was racing them better than anyone else was racing them. He was ambitious, you know, from the other side of the world from a racing context. So he travelled up sticks, moved across the world with this sort of passion and this drive, and then he set about creating something that was very much his idea of how things should be done.
Pretty hard to concentrate on driving this car and talking to you at the same time. Oh wow. But just to give you an idea of the physics involved, this car weighs around 615 kilos, and it has 525 horsepower propelling it, which is an absurd ratio in something that's 50 years old this year. The really remarkable thing about this car, apart from the madness of its performance, is this car is really the start it's not the very beginning of the McLaren story, but it's the origin of the start of the legend.
It's my understanding that this car, they wanted to make a simple car that they could develop, and I think reliability was always a much more of an issue with historic cars in period. I think they've become more reliable now, but they very much were races of attrition as much as anything. If you look at the old footage of the races, they're rough, quite rough tracks, and they were long races, and as I said, lots of power, lots of torque, so the car's under quite a lot of stress. But the scale of what they were doing with Can-Am and with a Formula One Grand Prix program as well, with a small bunch of guys, I think that's the romance of motorsport, and that's perhaps what it's lost now, where it's become a massive business, and you just imagine these really very clever, sharp, ambitious, bold, but actually probably quite humble guys just working away, creating something, and then going out there and testing themselves against the best people that were out there, you know, competing with them. So I think that's the whole. All of that is bound up in that car, and I think that's why people who are McLaren fans have a great fondness for what was done then, and I think that follows through now. It's still part of what the team's about, definitely.